It's Week 14 of the...
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Start out with Hubbard. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. A check on the numbers last week for Hubbard.
There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Meanwhile, Young's throw pulled in by Marshall.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to... Make sure you feed me the football, and that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them. How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Young throwing complete there to Mingo.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Young to throw it. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And the Panthers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Hubbard is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and
he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Chuba Hubbard with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
So here come the Saints now for their first drive.
They'll be led out by a man who nearly broke the single-season rushing record for quarterbacks last season. A true dual threat out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. There's Chris Olave.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Now Fields. That's Olave bringing in another one.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Off play action, Fields.
This is caught. Touchdown.
A.T. Perry.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Saints are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Gano the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him.
And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Young to throw it.
Again, that's Hurst.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Straight ahead with Hubbard.
And some strong running. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game,
blitz coming, and down he goes. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season. 3rd and 9 here. To throw, Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. After a one-point game. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Green, yellow, line, Smith, red.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. Looking underneath and finding Hubbard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. It's Young off play action. And Thomas has it. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
they got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Throwing, Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
To throw on 2nd down is Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Jonathan Mingo.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers have retaken the lead.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is...
The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
This is brought in at the 21. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ready, go.
Now here's Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Young on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
On the give, this is Hubbard.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Smith, red.
2nd down, Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Young now.
They'll drop that down to Hubbard.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here is Young. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
They'll look to run with Hubbard.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Chuba Hubbard
with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now stands at 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this 1st half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. He completes it to Olave.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd and 10, Fields.
He's going to go up top again.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Gano's kick is good, and that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at it. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Final play of the half, Young. That's to Marshall on the quick slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So, well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. But now he appears to be in some pain. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On first down, it's Fields. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Chris Wormley able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
That third down conversion good for 23. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, Fields. Olave over the middle.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route.
Touchdown, Saints.
Chris Olave.
31 yards.
And the Saints have got it back to within a score.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is down to a field goal. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And Young's throw there incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, Young. That is taken in by Hurst. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Yellow. 10 cycles. Ready, go.
Young on first down.
He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Ready. Trouble, 38.
It'll be Young again.
He gets this one to Hubbard, complete.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Ready. Cut, go. Ready.
They'll run here with Hubbard.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Chuba Hubbard
with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
On the return, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Well, the focus goes back to Chris Olave, the Saints offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Let's go. Hey, never mind. Monday. Right.
From the gun, here's Fields. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Flushed out right.
That is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field.
61 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was...
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Gano's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time. We give you a look at what's going on there.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
Young's throw pulled in by Marshall.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. So the completion good for 7 there. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Young on 3rd and 2.
That is caught.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or 2, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
That throw by Young incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
The play fake. Now Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Young.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now Young.
Looking underneath and finding Hubbard.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now here's Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
On the return, here's Shaheed. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Saints again ready to go on offense.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Fields now to throw.
Flush to his right. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here's Fields. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here we go, son.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here's Fields.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
They snap it to Fields. Again, it's Johnson.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they...
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to